Hello, how are ya? Welcome, everyone. Big hugs, full of light, peace, love, harmony, joy, happiness, whatever you want, but only beautiful things, just soul to soul. Many kisses to each and every one of you. May everything flow in perfect harmony, and may everything settle in a lovely and beautiful way. Week of the 13th to the 19th of July. Week of the Sun in Cancer. We are still with the Sun in Cancer. This week as well, on the 14th, we will wake up with the new moon. When it's a new moon, that's when we set our new moon intentions. We're going to wake up with the new moon in Cancer, and at 4:34 in the afternoon, it will move into Leo. That's why it's important to have our little notebook for each month's gratitudes when we finish it, for what we want for the next month, and, of course, for our new moon intentions. They are always written in the present tense. I desire, I obtain. I have, I want, I. Whatever you're looking for, it could be a matter of love, health, work, money, harmony, whatever you need. But you have to believe it. It's being proven more and more. What I used to talk about. Would you believe that at one point it was the 1980s? I was already in the media back then. And in those years, when I spoke of positive thinking, neurolinguistic programming, numerology, astrology, colors, scents, and so on, well, they didn't point one finger at me. They pointed 20 fingers, just so you know. Something that, well, to this day has never bothered me. If my shine bothers you, then put on some glasses. Whatever we put into our minds gets recorded. What I repeat constantly gets recorded in my mind, and I start to believe it. That's why positive music helps, because it's recording and recording and recording. When we set our new moon intentions, I have to believe it. I deserve that love. I deserve that job. I deserve that trip. I deserve that house. I deserve that body. I deserve it. I deserve it, and I'm not budging from that. It's being proven more and more, which brings me so much happiness and joy. I must tell you that when I was on the radio back in those years, I used to say, one day my grandchildren will prove what their grandmother said. Well, it's already being proven. Look, and I'm still here. There you go. Listen, because sometimes, not here with you, because you are so loving in your comments on YouTube and social media, but I suddenly appear on other social media pages of my friends from the artistic and communication world. What nasty comments they make about me. Such bad manners. You are also very loving. Thank you. Thank you for being so full of light and love. Now then, I'm back. In this week, from the 13th to the 19th, there are very interesting things. Just the fact of the new moon. Please write down your intentions in the present tense. It's the 14th. 14th, you put new moon in Cancer there. And then, if you did it after 4:34 in the afternoon, it's new moon in Leo. That's for this week. I'm telling you now that next week, we have the sun entering the sign of Leo at 13:13 Central Time. That is at 1:13 in the afternoon. This is the moment when the sun officially moves into Leo. This is on the 22nd. On the 23rd, we have Mercury direct in the sign of Cancer. The days when retrograde planets begin and retrograde planets end are the days we must pay the most attention to, because often, as soon as the planet ends, people buy, sell, negotiate, sign. Nope, let it pass. If you can wait for purchases, sales, negotiations, agreements, contracts until the post-shadow ends, that would be July 31st. But if you say, I really have to buy, sell, negotiate, do, blah, blah, blah. Not on the 23rd. Wait until the 24th, and you'll see how everything will flow for you wonderfully. So the little baby girls and boys who are going to be born next week on July 22nd at 1:13 in the afternoon, Central Time that is, Mexico time, because Mexico has different time zones, but I'm talking about Central Time, Central Standard Time. I got it right, Chichito. Is that how you say it? Central, that's right, Standard Time. How's my English? Oh my God. Well, in Arabic, I can say Ya Habibi to everyone. What does it mean? I love you all. It's a week to decree, to affirm, to visualize. We still have Monday the 13th, and I love the number 13. Monday the 13th to sell, donate, or give away what you haven't used this past year. Enter and begin the new moon phase. That is the 14. Clean your house, light some incense. I have the channel full of recipes. Whether it's vinegar with baking soda or Palo Santo, incense, candles, sweep the house from back to front, let all the mess out. I mean, all the clutter that shouldn't be there, blocked and negative energies. Also, this week is excellent, starting from the 14th, when the new moon is here, so you can observe, check, and analyze your next steps. If for some reason you held off through all of Mercury retrograde before making purchases, sales, negotiations, and so on, perfect, because next week, starting on the 24th, July 24. The 25 from starting July 25, the moon is waxing, because the waxing moon will enter this coming 21, okay? I hope I haven't confused you. Conclusion, new moon on the 14th, you're going to set your intentions. Next week, I'm letting you know now that Mercury is direct starting on the 23rd. Do what you have to do starting on the 24th, okay? It's a week. Please make things happen. Love with intensity, live with intensity. Be yourselves under any circumstance. It's a week where the blindfold will fall from your eyes. I mean, you're going to find out about many things. Pluto in Aquarius continues to bring out what it needs to bring out. And it's nice sometimes to find out. It hurts when we find out about lies, deceit, betrayals, and so on, but it's worth it. Because people turn their backs. They go like this, because they can no longer look us in the eye. So whatever happens starting on the 14th, which is the new moon, is for your own good. Whatever closes, whatever doesn't happen, what no longer works, what you say enough to, it's worth it because you're going to enter a new cycle. You'll see, you are gonna love it. I'm going straight to the astrological recommendations. My dear Aries, I bring you very, very good news. Jupiter continues to help you in every sense of the word. Jupiter is giving you magic keys to open any door, no matter how closed it may be. The only thing you have to do, what is up to you to do, is to do what you know, because what you know will give you great results. Don't go asking those around you, is this okay? Should I do it like this? No, my love, you are a leader. And like a good leader, you've researched, analyzed, observed, checked, and decided. Also, this week, you have the chance to reunite with someone from your past who will bring you much joy and happiness. It's indicated for someone in friendship and also romance. We don't necessarily reunite to restart that relationship or passion. No. Often, we reunite just to remember the experiences, or simply to tell ourselves, oh, I'm so glad that relationship ended. Man, I'm better off as I am. So, my dear Aries, whatever happens this week, take it as growth, learning, and maturation. If you have descendants, meaning daughters or sons, there will be news that fills your soul, your being, and your heart with something lovely happening to them, or a gift, a surprise, or something. It's indicate contracts, signings, and so on in your favor. Only, as I always tell you, Mercury retrograde, check everything several times. Remember that Neptune in Aries is in retrograde motion. That's giving you a lot of relaxation and peace, so you can focus exactly on what you want in your personal and financial life. For Taurus, everything you want to start from July 15th or 16th, new paths will open for you, and there will be very good signs of something new coming into your life. Me, what would I tell you, my dear Taurus, since next week it's already 100%, well, quote unquote, direct, because the post shadow continues? Analyze, observe, and check. If you can wait to sign from the 25 onward, it would be phenomenal. If for some reason you want to start something, regarding signings, contracts, agreements, negotiations, and so on, go ahead, but always reviewing and checking perfectly well. The new moon on the 14th will give you a very interesting opportunity, my dear Taurus, to see changes in your finances, wonderful changes, and they're not due to good luck. It's the result of your work, your sowing, your effort, your desire, and your tenacity. There's much happiness in the home. Something lovely is happening at home. Parties, events, gatherings, celebrations. Oh, since I'm such a family person, everything to do with family fills my soul. So celebrate life, my dear Taurus. For Gemini, justice is indicated for you. What does this mean when the universe tells you justice? Astrology, the planets, the movements of the astrological climate tell you mark justice. Everything that was blocked, covered, stopped, that wasn't happening, that wasn't moving for whatever reason. Due to growth, learning, mistakes, or people who sometimes block our paths. Because unfortunately, yes, we will always find there on the path hidden enemies, right? I tell ya, they're not hidden enemies, they're hidden fans. Yes, it happens, because the one who envies you and points at you, that one admires you, huh? And you know it well, my dear Gemini, because you have a certain something, I don't know what. You are sweet, tender, romantic, sensitive, charismatic. I like you. Well, take advantage of this week. This week, everything that worried you, that you were, well, maybe upset about why things haven't gone the way I want, why things aren't moving along. My mother taught me the following word, this phrase, and I've had it since I was a girl. God's timing is perfect. God's timing is perfect. And this week, you'll realize how everything was falling into place, just right, correct, and convenient at the proper point. Like this, left, right, up, down. You'll see, professionally and in your work life. The applause, rewards, and recognition will come to you. And if you were waiting for something related to money, finances, credit issues, and so on, it's looking in your favor. Travel, planning, travel. Look, even if you just go half an hour away from where you live, for me, that's already a trip. Right, Gemini? That's what you're experiencing, but no, short and long trips are coming into your life, some for pleasure and others for work for you, my dear Cancer. You have the power to make things happen because you believe, because you trust, because you act. But it's very important, Cancer, that you stay away from gossip, hearsay, and hallway talk. I mean, silencing people is impossible. There are people who, how they absolutely love it. I imagine them in the morning, getting up, and now, who do I criticize? And you shine, and you are capable, and you achieve, and you move forward. Don't listen to them. Don't stop your steps for the dream thieves, my love. On the contrary, walk even faster and do it with spectacular movements, with lots of happiness, because this is a week you'll see how good, my dear Cancer. Since we're about to close your birthday cycle, many of you have already had birthdays, right? There are a few left. Those from the 13th to the 22nd are left to have birthdays. You are still in the cycle of Saturn, meaning closing, 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 removing, removing. The others are not. The previous ones are already in the cycle of the sun. So right now, for you, you'll see starting on the 14th, which is your luminary, the new moon, how they'll give you magic keys, we could call them. To me, everything is magical. To me, the mind is magical, the soul is magical, the heart is magical, because we're connected to the divine frequency. And you are a being with much light, with much peace, with much love. Now comes what belongs to you by right of consciousness. Feel worthy of everything that is coming. Don't deny it, receive it. I'm talking about very effective job changes, very effective changes in your finances, and much peace and serenity in your home. Something that is your oxygen, peace in your home. And that is what is felt. And also, well, it's like we're all traveling, right? Well, these are traveling times, but travels are also marked for you, my dear Cancer. For Leos, you have the strength, the dedication, the commitment, the knowledge, the cunning, the audacity. You bring it all. What are you waiting for, my dear Leo? To make things happen. Take advantage. There are so many aspects in your favor. Neptune in Aries, Saturn in Aries, Jupiter in Leo, Sun in Cancer. It's not time to think, my love. It's time to act. I invite you, Leo, to manage that strong, fierce, risky warrior side that you have. Think little, feel a lot, and act quite a bit. That is the formula. Because you've already thought about it. You've thought about it as much as necessary, but enough. Because look, if you keep thinking, you're gonna overthink things. And there will be two paths. Either you get tired of thinking so much and give up, or if you bounce it off someone because you thought about it too much, and that someone fills your head with pebbles that aren't the right ones. Everything you have in hand, I'm speaking to you planetarily, is marked in your favor. Success is marked. Triumph is marked. Just by having Jupiter in your sign, my love, and Mercury is coming next week on the 24th, Mercury will already be direct. The energy is already felt. And then, what can I tell you? On the 22nd, the Sun in your sign. It's time to speak, express, communicate, win, triumph, love. Reconnect with yourself and find lost pieces within you. Reconnect with loves, free yourself from ties, let yourself be pampered, let yourself be loved, and long live love and vibrate in love. For the Virgos, you have the strength and the power in your hands to make things happen. Venus, which is in your sign, if given you the strength, the dedication, the commitment, the capacity, the creativity, the beauty, the art, all of which together will bring changes to your finances. If you seize the opportunities, Virgo, as soon as they arise, all that you have in your hands so neatly organized, everything written out like this, the perfect line, the period in its place, the comma in its spot like that, well, just as you are methodical, organized, correct, and so on, that's how things are working in your favor. To stop thinking after analyzing is to take the step. Listen closely. To stop thinking after analyzing means you have to take the step. Don't think about it anymore. You've already thought it through. It's time to shine, to move forward, to receive, and to win. Romantic reunions and family reunions are on the horizon. Many changes are indicated for your home. Many changes. You can make a purchase, a sale, a negotiation, or buy things for your home. For the Libras, a week of travel or what? Travel, my dear. Changes, news, opportunities, transformations. Take out the earplugs and the blindfold from your eyes. It's time to listen, to see, and to move forward. If there's someone creative, artistic, nice, charismatic, and fun, well, it's Libra. Venus, your planet, right? It's in Virgo. Right now, anything you do with Venus in Virgo will turn out perfectly well for you. The opportunities are right in front of you. You have nothing to do but take them and say they belong to me by right of consciousness. Starting on the 14th, which is the new moon, first we're going to receive that moon from dawn. It's in the early morning Central Time, Central Standard Time, I got it right again, on the 14th. From that day on, you'll receive good news related to a project, a job, something involving public relations or speaking or art or beauty or communication or sales or something with trade. You'll see how good you'll feel. Plus, it's something you've earned and that you totally deserve. It's a favorable change for you, your finances, and of course for your loved ones. Plus, there's paperwork coming, a procedure, an agreement, some paperwork. Something to do with papers, which are procedures, right? Well, that procedure is going to move along very quickly, starting from July 16, 17. It will, or they'll call you, send you a message about some procedure that's moving along very quick. For Scorpios, the doors to your finances are opening wide. A great time, my dear Scorpio, to balance your income and expenses so you can have healthy finances. You are a very creative person, and people like you. You can sell. If you start selling air, they'll buy air from you, right? Your way of negotiating is always very magical, very charismatic, very likable. And you can do that because sales is everything. We are sales. We're all sales. What we do is our talent is selling our knowledge and what we know and the contacts and so on. This week, Scorpio, you're going to have a very interesting opportunity to be able to put your plans and projects on the table, which are going to be heard. Maybe they won't give you the yes this week, but the yes is coming. And what better than getting the yes starting July 25 or 26 when we already have Mercury retrograde? But it's yours, my love. That's for sure. Many times, my dear Scorpio, all of us, because we're human, our minds spin, go around, think, feel. But there are things that need to be healed from our past. When we heal our past, we heal the present. Because forgiving isn't forgetting. Things aren't forgotten, but we don't keep them fresh, right? Forgiving is seeing with new eyes, and I know you're working on it because that will give you freedom of action, it'll give you inner peace, it'll give you a lot of joy, and it will open your channels of abundance and prosperity. You've been working on it for a long time, but this week, you're gonna feel it like, I'm so calm. Yes, my love, starting right now. No one's going to stop you. You are what you think. Remember, my dear Scorpio, we attract what we carry. If I release what I shouldn't have in my mind or in my heart, I leave room for everything new that's there. Because it's there. Love, triumph, abundance, and prosperity. For you, my dear Sagittarius. Oh, my Sagittarians! Here comes the sun in Leo, huh? It's going to be spectacular because the sun in Leo, Jupiter in Leo, Saturn, Neptune, and Aries. What can I tell you? Focus your energy, take things slow, don't get hooked on anything at all. Have patience, prudence, tenacity, and perseverance. That's basic for Sagittarius, but sometimes the patience of Sagittarius is huge. But when there's an excess of it can't be done, it's not done, it shouldn't be, well, the intolerance, Sagittarius just can't anymore. But I invite you I'm a Sagittarius through and through. I invite you, Sagittarius, that this week, especially after the 14th, which is a new moon, you put everything on the table regarding what you want, what you dream of, what you desire. If for some reason you're traveling, you're on vacation, well, in the coming days if you want. But the cycle is here. The cycle is already here because next week on the 22nd, the sun is in Leo starting at 1313, a magic number. You have a lot of things on your hands, right? You want to do many things. To keep doing so many things, you have to delegate activities that other people can do for you. And the things you do, other people can't do for you because that's how it is. There are things I can't do for another person, but there are things I do that another person can do. Do you know what I mean? So many things you have around you, please look for support because your schedule is very full and you also don't know how to delegate. You like to check everything point by point, and that's very good. That's why it makes you a person who does things well. I'm telling you all this, Sagittarius, because it's a great week. Don't waste time, breath, energy, and brain cells on things that aren't of the slightest importance. You don't have to defend yourself from anyone at all. Your work speaks for you, personally, family-wise, socially, at work, professionally, and so on. But this is a very good week for you to receive what's yours by right of consciousness, which hasn't been coming for a month or two. It's been coming for many years, my dear Sagittarius. And within all that, something you love, traveling and traveling for pleasure and for work. It's that easy. For you, my dear Capricorn, everything that has to do with love, with romance, with family, with passion, with high vibrations, because the highest vibration is that of love, it will be in your heart, in your soul, and in your being this week. And that, what can I say? When we are vibrating high, that is, in love, everything happens. All paths open up. This is a week that is more than interesting. Look, we are about to close the sun in Cancer. Next week, we have the sun in Leo. Plus, we have Pluto, Mercury, giving us a change, like Neptune, by being retrograde, a change in your way of thinking, feeling, and acting. Now is the time for you to do new things, to do different things, to visualize them, decree them, and affirm them. You are a very intelligent, very capable person, but sometimes you get frustrated because you want others to have your speed, your ability, your analysis, and your intelligence. Well, we are all different. When you manage that side of understanding, well, that we each have some type of intelligence, there are many intelligences that exist, you will function much better. But I can tell you that starting this week, you are going to attract very good options. If you are looking for a new job or want an increase in your income or want to start something on your own, or if there was some lost money out there that wasn't arriving, it arrived in your life. For Aquarians, don't get angry, frustrated, or upset by negative or ill-intended comments. On the contrary, my love, sign an autograph for them. They are fans. Sometimes, my dear Aquarius, one is disappointed by friends, acquaintances, colleagues, but it's okay. It's called growth for your knowledge. You want to move house, you want to remodel your home, you want to have more autonomy, more independence, and that's what you're doing, and you'll keep doing it and you'll achieve it. For all those who want to become independent, you are in a very good moment to start balancing income and expenses, because this way we maintain healthy finances to be able to make some type of investment, a change in our assets. Right now, in these weeks, interesting proposals will come your way that if you start making a perfect analysis with numbers, this for that, this I earn, this I put, this I take away, this I do, you will be able to make a very good balance, I repeat, of income and expenses. That's on the economic side. You also have a professional and work proposal that suits you, well, in a sensational way. You haven't stopped working or studying or learning or committing to yourself and to those around you. And that speaks very well of you. There are watchful eyes all around you. There are many people watching you. I think I've already mentioned it to you on several occasions. Since you all are so, how can I explain it? So free, so sweet, so good, so trusting. You don't even realize so many things, that so many people love you. Wow. They love you, they admire you, they respect you. For that very reason, several people have made reference to you, how you are, how you work, how dedicated, how giving and sharing you are. Well, this week you're going to have news of an extra job completely separate from the one you have right now. Also, if you, for example, don't have a stable relationship right now, well, get ready, huh? Because Venus is going all out looking for romance, passion, and more for you. At the same time, there's news that's going to fill your soul, your being, your life, your heart from one of your family members. News that, you're going to say how wonderful because you love for everyone to do well. It's news that will fill your soul and your heart with happiness. And for you, my dear Pisces, everything we experience in this life is called growth for our knowledge. And after that growth, learning, maturation, the fire in your soul, in your being, in your heart, and in your gaze returns in full force. If you have a stable relationship, the passion returns in full force. If we don't have a stable relationship, my dear Pisces, well, stay tuned because for love, there are no ages, my dears. Lo sexo. Mothers at any age. When they say they're already old, old for whom? Compared to whom? So, Pisces, if you thought that love wasn't going to touch your little heart like that and do this to you, well, it's going to. You'll see, this week won't pass. Or, well, it's this week and the next. I mean, the movement is this week and the next, but starting this week, we can feel it. You're going to feel like you have a lot of charisma, attraction, and magnetism, so project it threefold, please. I'm counting on you, my dear Pisces. If you need to fix something, to talk, express, communicate, deals, agreements, meetings, gatherings, celebrations, take advantage of this week. 15, 16, 17 are very basic days too, because there's going to be news that will give you a lot of joy, because it's something you had put on the table in your professional environment, and the response is 100% favorable, and they'll give you the answer these days too. There's a friendship that either you're advising or you advise them, and that's going to be beneficial, that you did it with all your soul and all your heart, very characteristic of you, Pisces. But that's going to help you like a magic key to open the doors of your finances and your professional life in different forms and different ways, my dear Pisces. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for being part of this whole great, loving, luminous, and successful family. Remember that if they point at you and criticize you, they're surely admiring your path and your shine. It's that simple. I'm Mizada Mohamed. I love you very much. And I want to see you succeed. Thank you very much for graciously joining us today. Please subscribe to our channel and kindly visit my personal website, Mizada-Mohamed.com.